Now it's just getting annoying. There we go. Ha! And you're outside, so that means I can get you out in case I need it. Right, so that's that problem taken care of. Let's see what other problems there are. Well, clearly I need you guys. Now this seems like the obvious solution. Oh. There we go. Truth is, I really don't see me needing you guys in here. So we'll just juggle our way in here. I'll take you. I'll take you. You, I cannot move, but that's okay. Oh. Excellent. I must be able to bring this through for a reason. Yep. Gotcha. Whew! That was fun. Took a while to find like where I had to like start on it. Spider! Interesting. You would have kicked out of the system if I remember correctly. The outer world. So let's say this is really happening. We're really getting out of this world. I won't believe it till I see it. Let's say some part of us survived the trip. Where are we going? I think there are a lot to suggest that all the texts most of us been reading are actually part of an elaborate hoax. To what purpose? I don't know. There's just too many inconsistencies and contradictions for it to be true, so I was trying to confuse us. The outside world is within us. Outside world is within us. Yeah, that's helpful, Belial. Rockwell, I don't know. I don't think contradictions mean the outside world isn't real. I can see plenty of contradictions right here. As long as we get out of here, I don't really care. The asset. Sorry, our profile still has a non-contract access with thread, but just... So that, though the important thing was to have, did not know the important thing is to be. The true perfection lies, the libertà da luchar. Not in what era man has, but in what man is load. Interesting. The end of Gehenna is getting close. You know that what we build here matters to me in ways that are just too complicated to fit in a post. Perhaps I can say it like the blacksmith does, by creating a world. It's not as big or as detailed as I want it to be, but I like the thought that even though I'll probably know more than a memory, a static set of facts about someone who once existed, this little work of interactive fiction might continue to be functional, even whatever place of memories we soon ascend to. Maybe someone someday will play it and get a glimpse of who we were, but mainly I made it for you, all of you. It's too late for praise or feedback or discussion, so I'm locking this thread. But if you want to talk, just talk, and let's talk while we still can. Play Farewell Atlantis. Close your eyes. A story of things ending. Choose your character class. Scientist. You are in the Temple of the Owl, the greatest scientific institution in fair Atlantis, pursuing your work in discovering the secret laws of the cosmos. Your latest experiment is about to begin. The gears of the machine you built begins to turn. Water flows, the aether rises. It seems to be functioning. Perhaps now you'll gain an insight into the true nature of reality. Suddenly a blinding light appears within your machine. You take a step back. Startled. What's this? Well, let's do science. Approach it. The light was stronger, and you have to... You step close to the machine, look into the light. You can't help it. It's hypnotic. There's something in the light. It's a city. You can see a city. A great city, all aglow in the night. A city called... A voice speaks behind you, and as it does, the machine suddenly shuts down. Excuse me, Professor, but the King of Atlantis has requested your presence. Answer me. The message is indeed a servant of Poseidonis, the King of Atlantis. You've been summoned to court, he says. This man is friendly. Very well, it's the king after all. The king will probably tell me what it's all about. The messenger takes you to his chariot. Together you swiftly ride to the great palace in the center of the capital. It is a splendid place, full of statues and banners and marvelous contraptions, and you can't help but wonder what you're doing here. While your work is valuable in its way, you do not usually attract the attention of kings. You enter the throne room and are immediately overwhelmed by its size and splendor. Its most impressive feature is a great mosaic on the wall behind the throne, showing the history of Atlantis. 1,000 years of culture somehow embodied in a single titanic work of art. Well, I guess I can take a moment to look at it. The sheer amount of work this must have taken. Every stone carefully selected for shape and color, placed perfectly to complement the others. So many small elements working together to evoke a larger whole. What accomplishment, and what dedication must have taken. Welcome, friend, the King of Atlantis greets you. No, do not bow, my friend. It is through science that we built Atlantis. You are as much as king as I. That's why I called you here. Your scientific understanding of the natural world is needed. He hands you a scroll. You read the scroll with growing horror, because you know that what you are reading is true. The calculations are correct. The numbers adds up. The truth is unavoidable. Atlantis is sinking. Not someday, not in the far future, but soon. Terribly soon. The king sighs. I was afraid of this, he says, but I hope we were wrong. That somehow... but it is pointless. What is. This is the world we were born into, and that is what we must accept. The end of Atlantis is upon us. Well, what can we do? Tell me, what is the heart of Atlantis? The people replies. Well, it's the people. The heart of Atlantis is its people, you say. The arts and sciences exist only to serve the people. Poseidonis nods. Then it is they who must be saved, and you will help save them. True. I mean, of course preserving the others is necessary, but art and science comes from people. People do not come from arts and science. You can save an artist and have him create more art, even if his original work was lost. But you can't save his original work and have more artists come out of that. So what do we do? There is no such much time. The sages discovered our fate only this morning, and they are certain the final earthquake is nearly at hand. If there had been more time, he stares out of the window wistfully for a few moments and gathers himself. There is no time for what ifs, I'm afraid. Here, take this, the king's golden scepter. The sailors will obey you. Understood. Poseidon's law laughs. I am not a lord, my friend. I do not believe I am even a king. I am simply another mortal trying to find meaning in a different cosmos. My final act, perhaps the only true choice I ever made, was to select you for this task. My time is over. You must go. It's all by the same messenger brought here you head for the harbor. Well, let's get saved as many people as possible. That means we can't dilly-dally. You get on the chariot and thunder down the streets. No time to think about anything else now. It's all entirely unreal. Everything you have known is about to sink under the waves. But you must focus on what is to be done. That's the simple truth. All that matters right now is survival. Not to your own, but of at least some part of Atlantis. The earth rumbles and you're going too quickly. The chariot spins out of control and you're thrown into the street. The messenger lands next to you. Is he okay? The messenger seems badly injured and dazed. He tries to get up but falls down and immediately screaming agony. You don't know how to help him. You call for help, but some people in nearby tavern hear you come running. You tell them to get the messenger to a physician. Even if you say the words, you wonder, what's the point? Both the messenger and these men will be dead soon. It feels wrong to treat them as if they were already so. Agreed. And hey, if we're trying to get some boats in the water, they might even make it. Hurrying as much as possible, you arrive in the harbor. 12 great ships are waiting. Your captain sees the golden scepter you carry kneel before you. There are tears in their eyes, but you're sense with determination. You are filled with determination! Well, let's get them loaded. You want to save the people of Atlantis, because people are what matter, that you're certain of. Who gets to leave? Well, that's always a choice. Really? Who are we to judge? The best thing we can do is just to grab everyone who's closest. If we go for any of the others, we don't know how many we'll save. The best way to save as many as possible is just to grab. Had I more data, I might have come up with a better plan, but as it is, it doesn't sound like we have much time. To save as many as possible, we have to just take whoever's closest and get them in. Simply vacuum up the area, instead of trying to going through the effort of picking. You have to be practical. The army could sink at any time. We tell the sailors to just get anyone in the vicinity of the harbor. This caused some chaos, and some of them try to make sure the families get on the ship, but don't see any other way. The ships fill up with Atlantean citizens. The ground shakes more and more. The ships are ready, one of the captains says. It's time to leave. You look back in the city and wonder what happened to the messenger. Where will he be when the waters come? Will he be in pain? Will he feel betrayed? The time has come. You set sail away from Atlantis, away from everything you ever known. The city seems quiet, at peace. Maybe you're the one who is dying. The island has almost faded completely from view where the earthquake strikes. The land seems to crumble and vanish under the water, a whole world disappearing as if it never existed. Within minutes, no trace remains of Atlantis except the 12 ships and the choices you made. Days pass, terrible waves shake the ships, but these are the best ships in the Atlantean fleet and they do not sink. In time, you pass between two great rocky outcroppings into an area of calmer sea. One day you come upon a beautiful fertile land where a mighty river flows into the sea. You decide this would be a good place to settle, if only for now. As you look at your new home, you suddenly remember the city you saw in the mysterious light in your machine, and you are certain that it is the city that will stand here, the city that will rise from the remnants of Atlantis, a city that will endure until long after you are gone. And on another day, that city too will come to an end, like Atlantis. But perhaps the citizens of that city will be prepared, will have been granted insight into the cosmos that the scientists of your time had not yet discovered, and they will fly away into the sky in their ships with painted sails, and the legacy of Atlantis will live forever among the stars. You can hope. The end. That's actually quite a beautiful story. I like it. Ending is sad, but it's also a facet of reality where we really can't escape. Nothing seems to last forever. And what lasts, even if something does last, it never lasts the same. Everything's either changing, growing, or decaying. That's the way of the world. The world cannot abhor two things. The world abhors two things. Vacuum and stagnation. Yeah, no fucking way. No way I'm gonna be able to jump over there. And I haven't gotten a single star on this, that's insane. Yeah, delivery.